Sweet. We are live from New York Open now. There we go. Alrighty. Live. Let's get the chat open on my phone. Good chat open on my phone, preferably. Channel up and running with the live yet. Morning. What's up, Hunter, Dumbo, Ivan, Anthony? Hello. How's it going, everybody? Hello. How are we doing this fine morning, everybody? Hope you're all doing absolutely splendid this morning. Alrighty, 1 second. I'm trying to get chat open on my phone here. It is tripping out. Alright, let's see. Good morning, everybody. Hassan, Aziz, Dune, Joel, Anthony, no trading for me. Good morning. Hello, waiting for my MacBook. Lol, yeah, Dumbo, honestly. Should just grab you that. I should get you that laptop. No trading for you. Well, that's good. We're setting some boundaries. We like that. Boundaries are good. Danger Boy, what's up? Welcome to the stream, boss man. Alrighty, what are we seeing New York Open right now? Well, we did have a little bit of an accumulation, manipulation, and distribution up into these highs. We're now pulling into the previous 30-minute equilibrium formed from that 8:30 to 9 o'clock move, and now we're in the 9 to 9:30, and now we are now in the new 30-minute candle with this 9:30 to 10. So pulling into some fair value gaps right now, it does seem. So we are just playing patient. Myself, at least, I am playing patient at the moment. No reason to force anything at the moment. Not feeling super confident with market today. Plus, it's really important that we just preserve the capital, guys, right? At the end of the day, what's the most important thing? As I mentioned on every single stream, it is preserving your capital. So that's what we are doing today. Alrighty. Good morning. I'm in long off 804. Very nice. Very nice. Not the worst idea with that EQ continuation, but alrighty, here we're seeing that sweep out. Very nice. 9:30 sweep of the 9 o'clock. Sweeping that out, causing a change in state of delivery here. Soaping gonna slap me silly. Yeah, that's why you gotta sit on the hands. No reason to force that. Olivia, what's up? Welcome to the stream. There we go. There's that short signature. There's the breaker. This is my model short signature entry here. Looking for a retracement of this breaker. Looking to actually grab shorts off this, to be honest. TBH, guys. TBH. TBH, folks. Okay. Traditional here would be here with the breaker a couple points above, targeting a 2R on this position. This is what a classic would look like, but I would want to see it pull into. No entry has been taken yet. I'm in LQ today for Leo. Bro, what's the name of the candlestick indicator? It is the T-Trades Fractal model. The T-Trades Fractal model, baby. Only the best indicator to exist in the world. Dun dun dun. Alrighty, got those shorts here. Very nice. Honestly, would be nice to see this New York AM session lows here. I know we had those data lows at 8:30, but shorts don't look too bad right now, but we are pulling into the EQ. Luckily, this 2R does sit pre-EQ, so this does look like a decent chance for these shorts here, especially now that with ES as well. ES is now starting to show some relative weakness, sweeping out these highs, giving us some type of bearish delivery, but, Hunter, I'm not in on these. Just to make this clear, everybody. How's your rib doing? Oh, ribs are doing not too good. I mean, they're finally better, but yeah, I'm not in this trade, by the way, guys. I'm just saying this would have been one that I would have been interested in, but we're too close to EQ that I'm anticipating this to just be a pullback prior to a continuation higher. So I'm not interested in this currently, to be honest. See the 2R that plays out here on this breaker. Okay, managed to get lighter size on this one. Nothing super crazy on that pullback, but we'll see if this plays out at 2R prior to this EQ. Didn't get full size on this position, but I am lighter on these shorts. This is my entry model that is playing out. So I do want to make that clear to everybody here. This is indeed my entry model short. In an ideal world, this is my dream short setup. Let me make that clear. Okay, invalidating that fair value gap. We are pulling into some fair values as well here. Let's see what happens. In this with not as heavy size as I would have liked, but we are in lighter size here. I will not lie. You can be my battery. Longs from 23,800. Yeah, honestly would like to see longs close to the 23,800. Correct. Would like to see some draw swept out prior to looking for longs. Retrace, deep retrace into this EQ prior to a continuation higher would be honestly relatively ideal for myself. Please and thank you, NASDAQ. Give it to me, NASDAQ. Please, NASDAQ. Can you show the settings on your breaker block indicator? Yes, I will show that. Is my screen lagging for everybody? Or are we good? What's the screen? Is screen good? Chat? Could be end up being an invalidation on this trade here too. There's a high chance, but I don't know. I like this sweep out. I like the sweep out plus this breaker. We have a relatively tight stop as well. We have a 26-point stop. So for me, this is good. I've got my risk managed accordingly in this trade. So I'm not too bugged by what I'm seeing right now. I am a fan of what I am currently seeing. Alrighty, there we go. Nice continuation here. Just pulling into about 33 points here, just above 1.5R. Nice, nice. Thank you, NASDAQ. There we go. Pulling lower here into this 2R, retracing this EQ. I am not a fan, but you're in a trade. Yes, chart freeze, heavy sigh. Yeah, so the settings to the breaker block, while I let this play out, I didn't get heavy size on this, guys. I am medium size on these shorts with NASDAQ. Breaker block signal, everything the same. No TPs, nothing. This is literally it. I keep it very base. Alrighty, about 40 points here. Tap me out at 2R, then I'll let you go. I'll let you go back up higher. Just tap me out at 2R, I'll be a happy camper. If we close bearish here, I'm putting my stops at break even. Just risk-free trade, manage it accordingly. Ideally. Thank you, NASDAQ. Thank you, NASDAQ. Give me it, NASDAQ. Give me it, NASDAQ. I know you want to, NASDAQ. Tap me out at 2R, NASDAQ. NQ, tap me out at 2R. NQ, please, tap me out at 2R. Yeah, ooh. You can be man. Come on now. Alrighty. Stops have been still keeping the stops above this breaker here. We're very close to 2R, but there is a chance we can retrace back to this break even. I'm stupid waiting to take longs. Nothing stupid about waiting to take long, but you need something on your chart to see if you're in a trade. I actually don't have that for the reason of just because this is not a financial advice. This is purely educational. So I only do post my alerts and entries in my server, but on YouTube I do not. Just because it does become a liability. At the end of the day, guys, I am an educator. All right, I took one of my 2 minis off. I took a partial. So now partial, I'm putting my last at break even here. Risk-free trade for myself now. How often do you stream? Going to be streaming a lot more. Yeah, so there's a reason I don't, and where's the server? It's in the link in my description of the video here. Yeah, so just want to make that clear to everybody. 2 minis is light size, or well, for a demo, you know, I'd be taking 3 to 7. So I consider anything above 3 minis heavier size for myself. Alrighty dighty. Gracias, yeah, of course, Carol, no worries. I know you got some dollar bills behind you. Damn, dude, you think I ain't moving like that? Dumbo, I am not moving like that, dog. I wish I was moving like that. I do not have that potential in me, dog. Come on. Might get tapped out of break even here on these finals. That is A-okay, though. Took one out for about 41 points, I believe. Yep, 41 points. Not moving like Kane. Dude, about to get tapped out of break even here on this final runner. That is A-okay. And there we go. Tapped out of break even on this final runner. That is A-okay. Cannot complain. The short setup did work relatively well in my favor. 40 points on one contract, break even on the last. I can't complain. Simply can't complain, guys. That is all part of the game, right? That is the process. That is the way that we do it. I'm learning a lot from your stream and your videos. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Bebe Rich, absolutely. And I'm stoked to hear that. Thank you for saying that, really. It's motivating when I hear that from you guys. Yeah, ES here is doing literal fuck all, guys. Sorry, but look at ES. NASDAQ's at least moving in some way. ES ain't moving in any ways. ES building up some relative strength here, creating equal lows. Yeah, equal lows on ES here. ES much more. Yeah, that's all good, guys. Break even on the last contract, and we were taking out the other one at about 40. Let me see when that fill was. The partial was taken at a 42.5 point. Let me just check with the broker. Yep, 42.5 points on my first contract, and then sadly, no 2R in the second. We might even tap back into this breaker like yesterday's trade and then send it back to a 2R, which would be pretty sick, can't lie. That'd be pretty dope. But hey, that's the reality, guys, right? Can't win every single one. NQ pre-market did fuck all. Yeah, NASDAQ pre-market did fuck all. ES is doing nothing. We just had 8:30 news, slow grind, and now we're just in this massive accumulation phase on ES. So nothing crazy there. NAS probably going to disrespect this breaker and take us out of the original stop. Luckily, we are out of this trade. But hey, 42 points, we'll take it. Honestly, 42 points on one mini. That's a win is a win in my book. That's a win, and it's a good way to end off a Friday. So 42.5, we are nice little 800, and after fees I'm up $846.20. So we'll take that. With that bullish move that missed and then chop till NFP. Yeah, honestly. But hey, we'll take it, right, guys? A win is a win. Tell us about how you manage risk and trade management. Well, guys, in a trade like this, right, I have my entry model, which is the second I see a higher time frame sweep or an external sweep, which occurred at 9:30, what did we form? Well, the move that led to the sweep was this bullish candlestick that formed at 9:24 in the 3-minute. I see this, we sweep out on a new 30-minute candle. That's a higher time frame sweep. Once I see a breaker form as well with this failed sweep here and the change in state of delivery, I take an entry on the closure below I take entry on the closure below the breaker. Sometimes I will wait for a retrace back into the breaker so I can get a cheaper fill. And what I mean by cheaper fill is that way I can get as close to the breaker as possible. which is what we see here, where I got my fill at around 23,866.75. That was my exact fill. Then what do? Well, I know realistically there's a chance that market can retrace into the breaker. It can wick in here, whatever. So ideally, I don't want to put my stop directly at the top of the breaker because there's a chance that wicks occur during and through a breaker often. So for myself, and actually through backtesting on TradingView, I found that there is higher probability of your trade winning, and especially with my model here with the breaker and the change in state of delivery, as well as this higher time frame sweep, when you just throw your stop a couple points above the breaker. That way you eliminate the chance of literally getting taken out by a tick or two and then getting invalidated from your trade setup. So here, now we see we've pulled in this breaker, we're respecting it, so we've now identified my risk, and then with this trade too, and especially in this trade, it stayed under in the, if I'm looking for the short, it stayed in the 50% move. It wasn't an unrealistic near this EQ. It was still a very realistic 50%. So that's what validates that short setup for myself. And now we are just getting the rip of the century through this breaker, or the rip of the century, not the rip of the century. We're getting a crazy reject off of this breaker now in the 5 minute. So very impressive here, NASDAQ, very impressive here. And ES is probably rejecting. Yep, there we go. ES is just consolidating like a nightmare right now. So not too big a fan. Hey, Reiko, what's up? Welcome to the stream, boss man. How are you doing? How you doing? What is going on? Yeah, so that's how we manage risk, right? I always, for my trades, try and shoot for 2R. I won't lie, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do find myself shooting for a 1 to 1.5R. But yeah, for the you know who I am. You know who I am. You know who I am, period. That was very ominous. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Jay. How are you doing? Holy cow, who drove you to the train station? My goat. My goat. Yeah, I didn't know your name was Reiko. Yo, what's up? I don't know if am I allowed to say your real name? Wait, shit. What is up, boss? What's up, bro? Good seeing you. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I got you, boss. I got you. Hey, I got you. Just say Max, bro. All right, I didn't know if I could. I just had to make sure. Too many people going anonymous. I just had to make sure, my brother. It was just told brand. You feel me? No, I hear you. I hear you entirely, boss. Just took a small win on NASDAQ here. So for those of you just hopping on the stream, we're gonna just quickly run through this trade. Holy fuck, I got a tool next to my name. Yeah, dude. I mean, that way I remember because sometimes I forget. Yeah. Don't you mark range and premium discount? How do you define your ranges? Yeah, I mean, for myself, I typically use sessions, Xander. So I'll use London session high and low, New York session high or low, Asia session high or low. I'll use this as targets. Max, it's because I forget, dude. It's like the main reason. That's the main reason, boss man. All right, guys. Shout out to you because of your videos you uploaded. I passed my first eval. Sheena, let's go. Let's go. Do you always use breaker to take entry? I do not always use a breaker, no. But if I do see a breaker entry, it is a higher probability trade. If I see a breaker paired in with a change in state of delivery and a higher time frame sweep, for myself, this does become a much higher probability trade. I will not lie. I will not lie. So, who wants me to recap this trade? Don't check the daily time frame. I think you're looking much middle time frame. Good morning, by the way. Hey, Cater, welcome back. Good to see the familiar faces once again. How you doing, boss? You can be more. Yeah, so let's see, 686. Yeah, recap trade, sir. Brother, what's the best time to trade? Because sometimes I say take a trade at 6:30 before. Why is that? Sheena, I've been in Europe, so the honest take for myself is I've been really enjoying London session. London session's been working out very well for me, so I've been trading London and pre-New York if a high probability setup forms. Not gonna lie, 8 o'clock sweeping out 7 o'clock or 7 o'clock sweeping out 6 o'clock has worked out very well for me recently. So find something that works and stick with it, right? Find the medicine and stick with it. Best time, absolutely. Hi man, how are you? I did take that last 843 long past 12 by 25K funded ticks. There we go, Rami. Well done. Do you have a continuation setup or just reversal? Xander, I do have a continuation setup. I do trade candle 3 continuation. Don't see the market going anywhere today. Might be clever not to trade and just let the market do its thing. Honestly, completely valid, boss. Completely valid. And it's a great idea, Arturo. If you're not confident, and that's the biggest thing, right? You are not confident right now in the market. You yourself, Arturo, are not confident in the market. So there is zero reason why you should be trading. You just came into my chat and you just told me, I don't think market's gonna move anywhere today. That is a telltale sign that you should not be trading. If you come into my chat and tell me, an educator, hey, I'm not feeling confident about market, there is not a single reason why I need to be taking a trade. And I mean that with all love and respect, Arturo, but like, if you already are coming into somebody else's chat and having a lack of confidence, there's zero reason why you need to be trading. Just gonna be straight up with you, boss. Just gonna be straight up with you. It's all love. It's literally all love. But I just gotta be so for real with you, all right? Right? Sheena, yeah, London is honestly fun. I've had some fun trading London. I'm gonna miss it when I'm back in the States, guys. Might have to move to London for a year and just fucking grind out London session streams. But then I won't have all of you here, all you beautiful New York traders. All of you beautiful, beautiful New York traders. I won't have any of you. It's gonna be so unfortunate. Yeah, we do have an inversion fair value that formed as well that was completely disrespected. So honestly, just like not the best. I like the shorts off that 930 sweep, but for myself, I'm kind of over it, chat. I'm not really digging it, you know? If I'm not vibing with it, I'm not gonna trade it. Why I'm 1 minute looks interesting? Oof, you will never catch me on why I'm 1 minute. Sorry guys, I'm a NASDAQ and ES cocksucker. You will not see me on why I'm 1 minute. I'm sorry. You will rarely see me on the 1 minute to begin with. Think it's a good setup for long? Why I'm 1 minute? Or what are you looking, what do you mean? all love and respect to my YM lovers, but me personally, dog, I can't do it. I don't have that dog in me. I'm gonna be so straight up. I just don't have that dog in me. I don't have that YM 1 minute dog in me like some of you psychos in chat do. Holy cow, there we go. That's, do we have news data? Do we have news data? What was that? What was that, chat? What? You guys see that? Who just tweeted? Who just tweeted? Chat, we need to check. Who just tweeted? Somebody just tweeted. It wasn't me. I'm not a mover like that. What in the world was that? Holy cow, chat. That was bonkers. Well, glad we weren't in a trade there. I mean, it would have validated the shorts, but geez Louise. Get me out of that. Get me out of that. Manipulation at its finest. Are you using just a 30-minute, 3-minute? Xander, I also do use the 5-minute and hourly. Wow, it actually would have taken us out by the tick. And watch, 2 hours going to play out now. That's hilarious. Asset deficit scenario is now looking optimistic. Really? Really? That manipulates market? Really? Thank you, Gonzalo. Thanks for putting that in the chat. I appreciate it. But really? That's going to be our market manipulation today? Yeah, chat, not going to lie. I'm happy with my 42.5 points. I'm not trading anymore. Someone just said there's a good setup for longs. Lol, yeah, yikes. Somebody just got burnt. Somebody just got burnt on their entry. What's included? Live trading. It's live trading, and then alerts, education, course, so on and so forth, Dylan. Not me and long, still cooking kinda. There you go, Dumbo. Yeah, I don't know. Was the only thing that was tweeted 1 minute ago. Hi, Leo, new on your channel. Do you use SMT in your entry model? I do. I do use SMT. I don't use it all the time, if I'm gonna be honest, but I do use SMT. We probably do have SMT with ES right now, realistically. Yeah, we do have SMT, you are right. We have 3-minute SMT at these highs here. It's about to revalidate. It's about to revalidate my model. It's totally about to revalidate my model, isn't it? SMT here, respecting this breaker. We pulled up quite a bit from that too. But hey, guys, I'm not gonna lie. You won't catch me trading today. Don't be sticking around if you want to see me take another trade and copy me, because I'm not trading today. I took my one short setup. It worked to an extent. 42.5 points, $847 made on the day, and there we go. Hey man, thank you for being there. I took the same trade. Hell yeah. Primer at the lows. Also, I think the price is going to consolidate in the 30-minute or 1 hour time frame, for my opinion. I mean, yeah, we're ranging. Do you see ES? ES is a nightmare. If I look at this PA at New York Open, keep in mind, this is when equities open. This should be the most aggressive point of the day, unless we have high impact news like FOMC. And we had news at 8:30, right? And then now ES is gaining some downside weakness, which is good. But yeah, guys, there's really no reason. There's really no reason why you need to be forcing anything for today. What about 15-minute, 1 minute? Looks high probability. I do like the 15 and 1. I trade it less, but 15 and 1 I'm sure looks nice right now as well. We have this nice breaker here too. We'll actually remove this just for the sake of simplicity. But here, I mean, 2 hours actually going to play out. It would have tapped you out by about a point. Literally to the tick, it would have tapped you. What was your approach to the high time frame today? I'll go through that in just a second. Remind me to go through that. How much longer do you stay in Europe before traveling back to the US? Philip, I'm here for about 8 more days and I'm back to the States. And guys, we're going to be full-time ripping it. Literally full-time ripping it. And if you haven't already, by the way, like this stream. I'm green for the week and I'm not giving anything back. I will give them paper money. Bibit, fantastic. Personally waiting for either 23,902 or 23,821 to be taken out for a better bias. There you go. What's one thing that challenged you during learning or early days? What the biggest thing that challenged me? Being okay taking a loss. Mozilla, that's one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give to newer traders is to be okay with the loss. And I think to put this in PB Trades puts this in the best way, right? I'm gonna tell you all a little secret here. Let's say I come to you, to any of you that are struggling with trading, and I come to you and I say, hey, I'm offering you a job to make $300,000 a year. This is quoted from PB Trades. I'm offering you a job to make $300,000 a year. All you need to do is to wake up pre-New York Open, come up with a plan, stick with one entry model, and take that singular entry model. Every single morning for 2 hours, you're on the charts, you trade that New York Open. You trade AMD, you trade the manipulation, you trade whatever it is, but you trade that entry model. And all you have to do to make $300,000 a year is not care about the profits you make, but just focus on the idea of taking the trade. And you're gonna have some winners, you're gonna have some losers, but you just know that this entry model has a relatively higher probability, and it can be just above 50-50 or even lower than 50-50, but has a higher R, like a 1 to 3 R or 1 to 2.5 R. If I told you that, you as an individual would wake up every single day and take a trade. You will wake up every single day at pre-New York Open, trade New York Open every single day, and you would stick with that model, and you wouldn't care because you would know that at the end of the year you would make $300,000, right? You wouldn't care about if you lost the trade on the day or if you won the trade on the day. But as long as you take the trade, you're guaranteed $300,000 at the end of the year. And I'm not saying trading guarantees $300,000 at the end of the year, because this is just a made-up scenario. But just think about that. When you're going into the learning process of trading, stop focusing on the profits when you're starting. Be okay with the losses. I walk on these live streams and I get fried. There are days where I'm taking 2-3 losses in a row, but I cut it there and I just say, hey guys, and sometimes I take one very valuable loss and I look at all of you on the stream and I go, hey, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm just not confident in my trading abilities right now. It was lovely streaming with all of you. I'll catch you on the next stream. And I end the stream. And that's it. And I go about my day. I go on a run. I go on a bike ride. I twiddle my thumbs. I go to the gym, right? But I don't take another trade, because where people burn their evaluations and even burn their personal funds is when they cannot accept a loss. So I just want to make that clear to all of you. And Muzil, I know that was a very long response, but really, really think about that scenario. And you have to be delusional about it too. It's like I took a loss. That sucks, dude. Taking a loss sucks. But once you take more and more losses, it's the same principle as if you take more and more wins. You become desensitized to the profits. You become desensitized to the process, because the process gets boring. And Trader Kane says this better than anybody I know. When you get consistent with trading, you genuinely get bored. That's why I start businesses. That's why I start triathlon. That's why I do external hobbies, right? That's why I do extracurriculars, because it gets boring. I wake up, I'm streaming because I love having social interaction. If I had to wake up every single day and take the same trade, make money, then call it a day, what am I doing with the rest of my day? But that's the result of hard work. That's the result of me showing up every single day and taking a trade and being okay whether or not I win or lose that trade. So I know that's a really big rant, but guys, I've been in the same shoes as many of you. I've lost a lot of money, right? And now I'm fortunate to say I make money from trading, but it wasn't originally like that. It wasn't originally like that. So I just want to make that clear to all of you. Seriously, I mean it. Yeah. Sorry guys, just wanted to spit there for a second. That's what we love about you. True to the game and yourself. I appreciate that, Philip. On some other notes, the trading model did actually play out. Although sadly it would have gotten stopped out by one tick, we did get out for one contract at 42.5 points. So I'm going to mark this out because this is going to become a recap on the Twitter. Did take us out of 2R, so cheers to that one, I guess. Cheers to that one, guys. All right, I hope that made sense to you guys, though. Damn, one tick, literally one tick. I know. Hope that made sense, guys. I know it sounded a little cliche. I feel a little cringy when I say that, but like, y'all gotta realize that like I mean that to the core. Like when I talk about this stuff with you guys, I'm not just saying it to give you guys word bluff, right? It's because genuinely I've been in a lot of your shoes. I've been in this process. I've been in this journey for a while now, actually. Almost too long, right? Call me the unk. I'm not an unk, but I feel like an unk sometimes. Feel like an unk. Jesus. So I'll make that clear, guys. Yes, sir, Zinc. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, I just want to make that clear to everybody here. CF10AM reverses. Yeah, I mean, we did just get a nice little trade got taken out here. I'm going to do a little recap on this. What's your X account name? It's Leo Invests with 2 O's. Leoo Invests. Just dropped in, listening to the rant in the airport back to the States while out. Cheers, man. That was pure golden sauce. Taking a loss is everything. Zicky, so happy to have you in the stream, boss. Love that you literally always show up to these, dude. Love you. Appreciate you. How do you handle trade setups run away from you because of an impulsive move occurs and you don't get a pullback? Do you look for a second entry for continuation or just let it run without you? If a continuation entry presents itself, I take the continuation. If not, you just move on to the next. Market's always going to present opportunities, Philip. Missing one trade setup doesn't mean anything. Missing one trading day doesn't mean anything. You guys, there are so many weeks that I've taken like 2 trading days of the 5, right? Yeah, showing some relative weakness here. Honestly, I would like to see data lows get taken out. I'm going to be honest, guys. I would like to see data lows get taken out on ES. That's my major draw right now. Data lows, those 830 lows. How do I get out of tilt? I've blown hundreds of funded accounts getting ready for payout and blowing them just a day before getting payout. You need to set a risk management model and stick with it. SME Joe. You genuinely need to set a risk management. And the biggest thing too, a lot of you on funded accounts, and I know many of you are guilty of this, trade minis on 50Ks. Why are you trading minis on 50Ks? You cannot take an $800 loss on a trade or a $1,000 loss on a trade. That's how you get fried. Could you make a notification if you're going to stream? Yeah, I make notifications on Twitter and Instagram. Do you only trade personal or prop firms too? I have personal and prop firm. The trade I took today was taken on personal. Leah, how does the indicator work for SMT? What's the SMTs? Does it mark? Because I've seen a few on IQ and ES and it's not marking them. I need to actually ask the back end on how it works, Arturo. I wish I could give you a response. I didn't work on the development of it. So took a loss today, and exactly I'm learning to take losses. I was just on the wrong side of probability. No issue, sir. We move on. That's the motto now. Hassan, exactly, right? Can't say more than that. Oh yeah, Dylan, it's all the same. So it's just the 100. Why is the indicator not showing SMT? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Should be showing SMT. I'll ask. I wish I could tell you guys. I'm not sure. It's using ES and NQ here. I'm not sure. I will need to look. Best video for daily bias and how to see New York is reversing. T-Trades, man. T-Trades. T-Trades has daily bias videos. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, guys, honestly, there's no reason. I'll answer a couple more questions and I'm just going to call that off. I took my trade for the day. I'm running away on Friday with my 800 bucks and then I'm going to be happy with it, right? That's going to be the reality of today. Mine shows different SMT than Leia. Oh, this SMT is one I drew out myself. I just drew out this SMT myself. What's your risk management on props and on personal, or is that like private? Is okay? It seems like points. I do have a risk management thing. I'll honestly share that on the next stream. I do have, it depends on the account size, how much you're willing to risk, etc. But I do have a general idea. Typically though, trading micros and I risk around 250 to 350 a trade. All right, looks like we're honestly heading to these 830 lows. That's honestly, I'm not looking for long until we wipe out these data lows at 830. That's my bread and butter, guys. That is my bread and butter. I'm not looking for longs until we wipe out 830 lows. How's that sound, guys? Sound good? Do you plan about making backtesting videos? Could be very helpful. Cater, I am. I'm just waiting back. I'm waiting for when I'm back to the States, to be so honest with you. Waiting until I'm back to the States. We're in discount now. We are in discount now, Jay. This is true. We are in discount. We're in discount, guys. I will not be looking for longs until we wipe out these 830 data lows. Market is relatively weak. Yes, is finally showing some relative weakness. We manipulated the high of this accumulation phase 2 off this 948 candle, then gave a short signature, right? So for myself, I am looking indeed to see lows like 830 data lows get swept. Do you care for YM and SMT or NQ and ES? I care for YM. YM is indeed a correlating asset with NASDAQ and ES, so I do. Do you use higher time frame bias, 1 day or 4 hour on your model? Absolutely, chart patterns. Please make some videos on SMT, like which one is valid, which one is not. I have the best, I think whoever's on my Twitter, I have a crazy good SMT thread on my Twitter you should check out. Genuinely. Also RTY. Not RTY. Oh, RTY. Yeah, it's just YM and QDS for myself when I find SMT. You can be mine. Break out this low, see that retrace. Alrighty, guys. How to profile 4-hour candle, please. Thomas, I will make a video on that. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Keeping a shorter one for today. But honestly, I took my trade. I'm happy. I'm up on the day. It's a Friday, guys. It's a Friday. I'm right now. Do you know when T will release the update for the indicator? I think it's already released, Jay. It is released. If you go here, TTFM Pro, scroll down, SMT's here. Show SMT divergence with alerts on it as well. And automatic SMT pair detection. So it should be live. It is live. Don't forget the likes. Yeah, guys, if you guys do like the stream, by the way, we do have 100 of us and 32 likes. It would be amped if we get 50 likes on the stream. Joel, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate it. Thank you for the stream. Love you, Cater. Love you too, boss. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, guys, that's gonna conclude the stream for today. Nice little small win on the day. Break even on our runner contract. Honestly, can't complain. The model did end up printing. I did put my stop and got literally. If I had stayed in it, I would have gotten taken out by the 0.25 cents. Like your streams, just 30 minutes and go. Super quick, right? New York Open, that's what we want to do. When I'm back in the States, I will be shooting more for hour-long streams, but you know, there's no reason for me to keep streaming and keep trading when it's a Friday, man. Guys, I'm in freaking Santorini right now. I'm trying to enjoy myself, right? I got a couple more days in Europe before I'm back in the States, and once I'm back in the States, guys, we're going full throttle. YouTube streams, one-on-one mentorship. Because for those of you that don't know, I do one-on-one mentorships, and it's going to be full throttle when I'm back in the Bay. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing a bunch of live streams, YouTube, Discord streams, one-on-one mentorships, master classes, so on and so forth. So I'm telling you now, guys, it's going to be, let's go, my call. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a fun time when I'm back in the Bay. But that's freaking dope. Enjoy your time there. Absolutely will. Do you get live on Discord daily? Once I'm back in the States, I'm talking lives every single day. YouTube every other day. Discord every day. It's going to be nuts. Genuinely nuts. I'm excited. Alrighty, guys. Well, much love to all of you. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and like for more content like this. And I will catch you all in the very NVIDIA dumping. Let's check it. And other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the very next stream. Thank you all for popping up. You can make shorts, it's useful. Yeah, I definitely will. Leo's mentorship is a game changer. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that. You can make shorts, it's useful. Great stream. Thanks. Yeah, of course, everybody. Like it if you haven't already. I will catch you all in the very next stream. Thank you all for tuning in once again. And remember, guys, it is a Friday. Enjoy your weekends, but also make sure you set yourself up for another successful week next Monday. And I did take this short voltage. I got taken out at break even on my partial, on my runner, and then took one out at 42.5 points. So gonna do a recap, gonna post it on Twitter right now. And much love to all of you. Thank you all for tuning in once again. And I will see you all in the very next stream. Thank you all once again, and catch you all very soon.